Hey guys, Robert Morris here once again with another training video. And this is to answer one of the common questions I've been getting lately about Facebook is how did I get this banner here? Okay, how did I end up with this really nice picture here on my profile? And people seem to think like it's magic or something like that. The cool thing is it's actually there's really nothing to it. All that is, that's just my profile picture. Okay, most people think that the profile picture has to be like a thumbnail or something. Actually, the only thing that's really fixed about this picture is the width. Okay, it can actually be long. This is one entire image right here, just one long image. Now this can be as long or as short as you want it to be. Just keep in mind, the longer it is, it'll push some of your other stuff down. So just keep that in mind. This is really a great way for you to really brand yourself on Facebook, is to put something professional out there like this. So let me show you how you can do it. Now, luckily, I have a program called Photoshop. So I have Photoshop, and it's a professional program. It's very expensive, and lucky for me, I'm somewhat of a techie, so I did that one myself. But you can actually go out and actually have these images done for you. There's some companies out there who offer some social media like celebrity packages, but you don't really need to do that. You can actually do one yourself, and I'm going to show you how you can actually do one here rather simply and easily. And again, you don't have to actually have the absolute best thing out there. You just want something that looks pretty good, that's pretty simple, and something that you can actually upload and get going in there rather easily. So I'm going to show you how you could possibly do that in a program called PowerPoint. And if you don't have PowerPoint, then I really can't help you with that. You could probably go download a free trial of it. But almost anybody who has Microsoft Office installed, if you have a Mac, I can't recall what the program is called, but there's a PowerPoint equivalent, and so use that program, and then we can go ahead and build this up using that. And the reason why we want to use PowerPoint is because you can actually build layers on top of the image, and I'll show you what I mean in just a moment as I show you this. Okay, so one of the first things you want to do here is insert an image of yourself. Okay, if you've got a picture of yourself, we're going to insert one. Now I'm going to go find a file here where I can get a picture of myself. And I think I've got one here. Let me see if I can bring in the PMG. Okay, so there we go. So there's a picture of me, and we're going to actually shrink that down. I'm going to even make it a little narrower. So I've got a picture of me there. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to just insert a shape here. Okay, and so I'm going to insert a shape maybe kind of like this. Do something like that maybe, and don't worry, so all I did was insert a shape there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make the fill. I'm going to make the fill like a really light gray. Okay, and then I'm going to make it also somewhat transparent. Okay, I'm going to make the line style be a little thicker. So we're going to make the line a little bit thicker. Actually, maybe I might even bring it out like that. And I'm going to make the color a little bit lighter blue, maybe something like that. And then I'm going to make that somewhat transparent. Well, let's see. We'll go with that. Okay, so we'll just go with that for now. I think you get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to actually put that right around there. Okay, but then I'm gonna right click that, and I'm gonna click send to back. So I want the image to be in front. Now I'm gonna actually shrink this down like this. And again, all we're doing here is really just kind of creating something simple that you can actually do. And the cool thing is, and all I'm kind of doing is copying what I did. Now what I'm actually do is I'm gonna take these two. I clicked on both these items. I'm gonna right click and say group. Okay, so I'm gonna group these two things so they're together. And the reason is because I want to tilt it. Okay, so I'm going to tilt it kind of like that, just like I did with this other one. And then what we'll do is we'll insert another shape here that's maybe a little bit more like just something a little bit longer. And we're going to pretend like this is the entire banner. Okay, and this is going to cut off, so we'll do it something like this maybe. I'm going to actually send this to back. So this banner is going to be in the back here. And I'm gonna make this like a, I don't know. I mean we can make it whatever we want. You know, we can make it white. You know, we could make it. Let's go with white for now. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually change the background of this one here to let's see, which one is this? Change the background of this guy. The reason is I want to make it a little bit darker gray. I just want to make it a little bit darker gray just so it stands out a little bit more. I'm going to actually remove the border around this one in the back. So I'm going to do no line there. So that border is gone. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let's uh, let's let's actually fill this guy in. Let's fill this in with something a little bit darker. Actually, you know what? We can go with like a really cool blue, something like this. Okay, so we'll fill that in. Now I'm going to actually move this up like that. Okay, now if I wanted to, I could insert a text box here that just basically said, you know, Robert Morris or something, and we could center that, make that white. You know, we can make it bold, give it a little, you know, I mean, whatever. You know, we're just going to kind of, you know, just add whatever we want here. And let's see, I'm gonna bring that up even higher here. Okay, so we have that, and then we've got this little thing here. So I'm gonna insert another shape, something a little bit more like this, and I'm gonna make this, you know, maybe something like that. And then I'm gonna actually type in here my number one goal is to help as many networkers as possible achieve their goals in this industry. Okay, now we'll format this in just a second. So we got that there. I'm going to actually come back. I'm going to make the font a little bit smaller. Let's see if we go with about 14, something like that. We can go with a bold. And I'm going to make that a little wider. Let's see, is that a little too wide? See what we have here, and we'll make that a little bit longer. Now, so what I'm going to do with this is we're going to format this shape, and I'm going to do it just like I did here in my Facebook image. Okay, I'm going to make the background be like a, you know, a gray, something like that. I'm going to make the line be white, and I'm going to make the line a little bit thicker, maybe make it a 3. And then we're going to make the font in here black. Okay. Um, and then the cool thing is we can also rotate this one a little bit. So we can kind of rotate that, give it a really cool kind of look, and that's it. And so I'm going to grab that and just kind of, you know, bring this up on top of my guy here. And so we've got that there. Let's see, we can insert another thing here. So again, I hope you get the idea. Okay, I mean, you can continue to follow me along throughout this entire process. You know, I'm gonna actually, the cool thing about this is you can actually, they got this little cool tool where you can hit this format painter, and then I can format that one the exact same way. Now what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna type in my website. .com. Now I'll show you how I can actually format that text, and we can format the text, and I believe we can do the vertical alignment, and we can let's see, how can we do this? Text direction vertical. Okay, so we want it like that. Okay, and then we're gonna make it left like that, and so that's good there. Again, I'm gonna put a little shadow on that. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Um, we'll leave it at about 20 like that. I'll make that a little bit higher so it all fits. I'm going to take that off of there, and then we can actually, you know, we can actually change the color of this if we want. We can go with a default blue like this, but then what I could do is I could, you know, maybe change the color just to this one into like a green, you know, some kind of dark green, or, you know, again, whatever you want to do. Um, you know, I could do something like this. Okay. unselfish networker. And and again, the cool thing is I'm going to leave that there just like that. And then of course I could put in, I could insert, some more text boxes if I wanted, just to add, my Facebook. I could, put in my username. Um, we can shrink that up to maybe about a 14. We can put this in white. Again, I hope you get the idea here. And then I can just simply copy paste this down. Put in, my Twitter username. I could, you know, put in my blog or something, RSS, and then put in my URL. I mean, you get the idea. I don't really have to show you that. Now, here's what's really cool. We can actually take this entire thing. We can group it. We can group it all. We can group this whole thing into one picture, and then what we can do is by double clicking on the picture here, we can go up to crop. So I can actually say crop this guy. Actually, I want to crop this entire picture. So we're gonna actually crop. Can I crop this picture? Let's see here. I gotta be able to save this as an image first somehow. If it'll let me. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, there we go. Save as a picture. Um, so let me just save it to my desktop. So I gotta actually save it as a picture first. Okay. Um, and then let me see if I can insert picture off the desktop and grab my picture one. And there it is. Okay, so actually I had to save it first as a picture. So now that it's a picture, I can double click it, I can crop it. Okay, what I'm going to do is actually crop that in there just like that. And then I'm going to crop this one in there just like that. And then boom, I cropped it, and there we go. Okay, let's take a look at that. So now you can see that this is, let me take it to the slideshow so it's a little bit bigger for you. And and there you go. I know you can probably barely see that because it's a little. Let me just shrink it up a little bit. Go back to the slideshow, and there you go. So that's pretty cool, right? So again, this is something that you can do in PowerPoint. You can actually take that entire image, and now if I really wanted to, I could go to Facebook and upload that. And to be honest with you, take a look at that one. This one here almost looks as good as my real Facebook image. So let's take a look at my Facebook one here, and then take a look at this. Here I've got some neat stuff here, but you can actually import these little Facebook images too. If you had them on your computer, I could import those pictures if I had them. Now I don't know, if I have I don't know where they are. They're probably, somewhere on my computer. I'm sure I've got Facebook pictures or, various pictures, who knows where they are. But you could do the same thing. You can import a picture and let's just see, for example, if I happen to have one here close. So here's a Facebook picture. So there's one. So I could actually, shrink that down. I could dump that in there. The cool thing is I can actually take that, remove the background on it, and keep the changes, and just have that Facebook picture. So there's a lot of different things you can do with that, but I think you get the idea. So there I go. I just created a banner. So here's the training video teaching you how you can create your own Facebook banner for free with the programs that you already have at home. Save your $100 or whatever these people want to charge you for your own Facebook banner, and just do it yourself in PowerPoint. You can do it. It can look really cool. It can look nice. And again, just add some dimensions. That's why I kind of tilted my picture. I tilted this. I ran this vertical. I just want to add some different dimensions to it. And so basically, I just took this, put it into a picture, cropped it so it looks like a banner, and then simply, you go over to Facebook, and if I really, really wanted to, I could come in here and change this picture, and I could upload a brand new picture, and this would become my new banner. So this would become my new banner, and and it would look pretty good. So there it is, guys. I hope this training helps you.